Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. We're doing something. Oh, look at this. Very refreshing. How are you? This is Let's Get Personal. So the way it works, let me explain, is one, I will try to get as personal as possible. That's why I'm combining astrology together with tarot. Okay? Now, please, before we start, let me explain how I do the astrology here in this channel. I practice Vedic sidereal Indian astrology and also South Indian chart, which means if you're practicing Western, you would have to get your birth chart for sidereal astrology. So you can download it in the app right there that I have so that we are on the same page. Now, the reason why I want us to use the same software so that we know we have the same placements once I discuss where the planets is. All right? So that's why it's highly suggested that you download the app, you put your time and place of birth. All right, got it. Now, when I start discussing the astrology part, it is for ascendant and moon sign. Of course, you're gonna ask because you're only following your sun sign, how does it affect you? It doesn't. For the tarot, you can follow me with the sun sign. Okay. Then, for the extended reading, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit lengthy also because I would now go with extended astrology where I will give you some remedies that I have used myself to help me with the transit. So anything that we see some sort of difficulty with the karmas, then I would share there my secrets in the extended for the astrology. With the tarot, I use 2 tarots at the extended. Does it make sense? All right, so that's that. Now, we're gonna be getting here, as far as like I have a very techy way of showing the planets. I have a bowl with some paper, okay? So I already have done the past 4 zodiacs. So I let the universe decide in the bowl. Okay? So make sure you watch already the other zodiacs. That can be your ascendant or moon sign. Make sure you also watch the divine timing reading. We have a new one also. I'll put the divine timing up here. Okay. So let's see. We're gonna get 4 for today. Okay, the first one is... Ooh, Taurus. If you see that, okay. You got Taurus. Okay, let's see. Next one is Cancer. All right, we got, okay, I can see it. Okay, we got Cancer. And third one is Scorpio. Woo woo. Hello. There you go. You got Scorpio. And the last one, cross your fingers. Cross the legs. Cross everything. Cross-eyed. Capricorn. Ooh, where all the planets are. Alrighty. So that's it. So we're going to do that. Taurus, Cancer, Scorpio, and Capricorn. And of course, the rest of the zodiac will be for another year. No, I'm kidding. For the other day. Now that I have explained everything, we're going to start with your reading. All right, Taurus, so let's start your astrology first. I already have the software here. Okay, so I have the planets looking at me right now. I'm just going to move it a little bit outside the frame. Okay. So let's see. We're going to start here. Okay, so let's see the pizzazz. What's going on in the planets? Okay. So for the Taurus, of course, this is gonna be your first house. Well, ooh, I like it. It fit. Look at that, the box. The post-it matches. I love this. I love it. Okay. So that's your first house for the Taurus. Now let's go first with your Lagna Lord, as what they call it. Okay. So Venus right now is where? It's in the first house. I forgot which one looks like Venus here. You know what? I feel like Venus is this. Okay. I feel like that's her. Okay. Okay. So first things first. We have Venus in the first house. What is it doing to you? Okay. So Venus, let me see the marker. A little tight here, folks. A little tight. Okay. Good thing I didn't have lunch yet. Okay. I only had breakfast, but it's like a lunch. Okay. So what it's doing is it's looking at your seventh house. Now, this is what we call in astrology aspecting. Drishti. It's looking. Okay. Now, with regards to drishti, it doesn't mean it's always aspecting because it's only going to be looking a specific degree. Exactly what degree it is, it's going to look at the same degree in the house of Scorpio. Let's just say right now, Venus is 19 degrees. Then it will look at Scorpio at 19 degrees. Does it make sense? So it doesn't mean, but yes, of course, it's still going to aspect the Scorpio house, which is your partnership, business partnership, relationship, other people. This is also your recognition from work, how you are seen also, because from your 10th house is your 7th house. It's called the if we do bavat bavam. Okay, so what Venus is doing here to you, because this is very good. We're gonna spend a little bit more time with Venus here. It's giving you that energy of love, pleasure, beauty. That's Venus's creativity, the arts, appreciation of the good things in life is Venus. Luxury, yes. So that's what Venus is doing here. Having Venus aspects different houses, but we won't be spending the whole day here with different aspects. I'm just gonna focus on the 7th house for you. So right now, since it's looking at this the Scorpio house, it doesn't mean you're gonna get with the Scorpio, but it only means that you're feeling the energy of I wanna be in a relationship. You're having this desire, and Venus will also go retrograde here. For this is gonna be for 4 months. So the main focus for you is gonna be partnership. There is gonna be that strong, how to say this, attraction towards whoever you're dating. That's what Venus is doing. Now, let's go for your 2nd house, which is Rahu. Okay. So what Rahu here is doing in your 2nd house, this is your speech house. Now, having Rahu on the 2nd house, this is about your speech, what you eat. So be careful for what you eat. Why? Because since Rahu, brings karma and challenges, then you might be eating some sort of like you thought it was good, but it was spoiled. Because there's some sort of, oh, well, I think it's healthy. I think it's fine. No, it's not. Okay. So Rahu also is your family here right now. Rahu is with the family. 2nd house is family, savings. That's that one. So be careful, because the people that you are relating with as far as like family, there might be some sort of illusion happening also. Meaning you're not seeing, you're seeing people in a rose-tinted colored glasses. Okay, that's what it's doing here. Savings-wise, you thought you have money, and then all of a sudden it's just gonna be gone. So be careful. Be careful with finances there. It doesn't, I don't like Rahu 2nd house. Not good. Because this is also showing greed. Rahu is like, I want more savings. I want more money in the bank. So it doesn't look good there. Because the moment that you have it, someone will take it. Rahu is a thief. So be careful. That's why, money-wise, I don't like it here. It's going to stay there until September, so be careful. Now, next to this is, I believe, K2. Let me make this tiny. So K2 right now is with your... K2 is in your 8th house. So 8th house is other people's money. Wow, there's a lot of focus with money. Okay? Your own money, other people's money. So do you have money? This is what you've been thinking about. Because Venus is saying, I want more pleasure. But do we have money? Rahu will say, yes, please, let's go. And then K2 here, why don't we borrow? Why don't we lend? Why don't we loan money? You might be taking some unnecessary loans. Be careful. K2 is your spouses. If you're married, that's their money also. This is cutting off budget. K2 in the 8th house. This is also, this is also in the 8th house. Since this is the occult sciences, then this is the best time for you to study the occult science, spirituality, the mysticism part. This is going to be very good. We love K2 over here. Because K2 is spiritual and 8th house is really a spiritual house because it's the house of transformation. Now, having K2 over here, majority of the urge for intimacy, it could have been depleted. You might feel like you don't have the time, you don't have the energy, you want to just have a spiritual bond or spiritual connection. You're elevating basically. But Venus now, with Venus, it might be lusting for something. Okay. Because Venus is very pleasure. So, next here, we have, from your 8, 9, in your 9th house, what we have, let's go for Mars first. Because Mars is exalted here. We love Mars there. So, having Mars in your, this is your 9th house. Okay. Which is exalted in Capricorn. You might be trying to learn something of a new skill. Higher learning, higher education. Must be an online class that you're trying to pursue. Mars in the 9th house can bring aggression to your father. So be careful how you speak. Mars is also, accident. And it's in the 9th house. So make sure that the father, you're looking after your dad. Because Mars here, but there's going to be a lot of energy with regards to studying, texts, religious texts. This is the best time for you to use that. To study the, religion, spirituality, what you prefer. So that's that. Now, Jupiter here also in Capricorn, it's going to stay there. It's going to retrograde there. And then we have Saturn also. It's going to retrograde there. So we have a very, very packed 9th house. This time right now for you, Taurus, Ascendant Taurus Moon, it's really a time for spirituality. But what Venus is saying, I want pleasure. What Rahu is saying, I want money. I will cut down people so I have money. But the planet is telling you, you need to pray more, really, read more sacred texts, and basically enrichen the soul, not the pocket. Because K2 is going to tell you, once we leave this planet, this, whatever that is 2nd house, you will not be even to be able to take it. So now it's showing you here to elevate, which is very good. It's a time for elevation there. Now, Mercury is debilitated here right now in your 11th house. Delays in finances and income. Because Mercury is debilitated in Pisces. So it's just being challenged over there. It's going to move by the close to end of April. Mercury over here, 11th house. Networks and friends. You haven't seen them. Yes. Because this is taking out, having it debilitated, taking out from your, Virgo house, which is the mundane, 6th house, which is a Virgo, not from your ascendant, but the natural 6th house, okay, which is Virgo. Everything about, about your regular schedule has changed. And that's with regards to your income. It has been, an on and off thing, or you're expecting something, it didn't come. Your friend's health also can be challenged. That's what I can see here. Of course, with 11th house, this is your dreams, materialization of, things that you have worked hard for, it's on delay. Purchases, be careful. Now, Sun, of course, in your 12th house, major losses is what's going to do here. We don't like Sun in the 12th. Sun wants to win. Of course, Sun is exalted in Aries, but right now it's exalted in your 12th, which means all your enemies starts to come up. You might even have restless night, restless, sleeping nights with the 12th house, because who wants the Sun when you're about to go to bed? So you will have an unrest. So be careful. Expenditure will increase also because this is the house of losses. Okay, so that's what I can see here for you guys. Now, in the extended, I will continue this with remedies and whatnot. Let's go for your tarot, folks. I need to have like some, how to say this? Some chuwari-wops, Let's go for the tarot, folks. Let's go for the tarot, folks. Come on. This is such a Mercury right now challenge. It does not want to... There you go. Oh. Let's go for the tarot, folks. Let's go to tarot. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what's going on with the tarot. Okay. Okay. You got 5 of Wands. Now, having the 5 of Wands as your first card, well, this is what the second house is all about. It's about arguments, fighting over for nothing, petty quarrels, people going against you for no reason. This is outside, people have opinions of what you do and they don't like it, but it's irrelevant because it's their opinion. With the 5 of Wands, it's also showing, I'm seeing here struggling to make a point in the romantic connection. You're trying to decide about love. You're trying to decide what direction love is, and you can't seem to break it. It can be a cycle in love that you want to break, but you can't. With the 5 of Wands, I see here competing also for love. Like you want it, but you don't know if you're gonna get it. It's conflict. 9 of Swords, your sleepless nights. Not careless whispers, but sleepless nights. It's a song, careless. Got 9 of Swords. So you've been stressing about love here. In traditional tarot, the 5 of Wands has one person wearing a hat, which means that person, the red hat, it signifies a decision about love. You could be facing someone, but this can be you. You do not know what to do with regards matters of the heart because there are so many factors that you're considering. There are regrets about a decision that you have made in the past. And this is what keeps you up at night. It can be involving an Aries, King of Wands, or a Scorpio, because this is Mars. There's someone that you like, that you desire so much, that you can't have, that frustrates you. Now, this King of Wands is very masculine, so when they want to make a move, they do. When they care, they care. Meaning when they want to be present in your life, they do it with no question. Now, right now, the person is present in your life, but you do not understand what's going on between the two of you. You have the Eight of Cups. So this only means that the person that you're connecting with have chosen to walk away from you, and you guys had a falling apart. Eight of Cups. Now this is a person who would claim that they have done everything in their power, because they're the King of Wands, to work it out. However, there's nothing for them to give anymore. Hence the argument and separation. Ace of Swords, and this is underneath your Nine of Swords. So this is showing now that your frustration can only be cleared by this person extending themselves and talking to you. Ace of Swords with the Nine of Swords. Now, they are gonna tell you, they will talk to you, they will clear the air, but then this Ace of Swords is either start something new or cut the bull, basically. Ace of Swords. And this conversation is something that you have been fearing of. Now, the person also does not seem to invest in the connection because they don't have focus on it. Their focus is Two of Pentacles, which means they're busy, they do a lot of stuff, and they do this, they do that. That's what their focus is. Eight of Wands here is a person who has walked away and right now who's just exploring things in life. So there's a big disconnect between you and the person that you are dealing with. Big gap. Can be a person far from you also. Page of Wands. Okay. Now, this person will talk to you, yes, but I feel like their effort becomes less and less. I feel like after the argument with the Five of Wands, the person got discouraged to continue this connection. You know, when someone gets turned off, that's what happened here. They seem to have lost interest with the connection or with you. Because I see them here, they have Eight of Cups and Eight of Wands. They want to take a chance to offer those cups, but not going towards you. And Eight of Wands, but to like, let me just explore. Let me just do me. Let me meet people. This is what this person is asking. Because it's not going towards you. What's going towards you is the Ace of Swords, which is what you wanted. Truth and clarity. May it be over or not over. This is what you're saying here. This is what's going to happen. Ace of Swords. But this person's truth is connected to the Two of Pentacles. This is them showing that they do not have time to invest in the relationship. Because they need to let go one of the pentacle, but they're not. So if you're asking time for the relationship and to be, you're the one to be the focus, this is where your struggle begins. Okay? So I'm going to continue this reading and I'm going to continue the astrology together with, whatever remedies that we can see, that we can do to help you with the transit. And I forgot to mention that you always have to look first at your dasha before the transit and also the antardasha. Okay? So thank you very much, Taurus. And this is your Let's Get Personal. Bye.